What's good, guys? Welcome to In the Box. Got the Burger Boys here. Introduce yourself.
Josh.
And Izzy.
I'm Kai, also known as Dylan. Say.
I'm EJ.
And we're the Burger Boys.
We're the BBZ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what's crazy to me? How, like, I see it all the time on Twitter, but like people would be like, "Yo, really? You take in?" Like, COVID took 2 years.
2 years, bro. Yeah.
Facts.
2 years, fam. Like, it's kind of fuck. Like, those are 2 years we're never gonna get back. And like, we're gonna live the rest of our life knowing we lived 2 years like inside.
Where do you guys think you'd be if COVID didn't happen? How different do you think it'd be?
Oh my God.
I'd be here. I'd still be doing this interview today with you guys.
Yeah.
Podcast.
No, I talk about. I talk
Yeah.
about that all the time with everyone. It's just like,
hard.
It's like what if, right? Like
Yeah.
the Marvel universe, you don't really know. You can't really say.
do you say
You say, like, Marvel universe?
It would literally been a completely different
alternate
world
universe. Yeah.
if
Oh,
COVID didn't happen. Like
yeah.
completely different. Like what if COVID didn't happen, right? That would be.
Or what if
nice.
COVID was only the 2 weeks?
Just that?
2 weeks?
Yeah. What if COVID was only 2 weeks and it was good?
Remember that's what we thought it was. We
Yeah.
were like, "Yo, we're just gonna
We
take a
can
nice
chill for
2
2
weeks
weeks, yeah.
off."
We would have just been inside for 2 weeks and then.
Yeah. Nothing would
Uh.
like. It'd still be the same if there wasn't COVID. If the 2 weeks was real, right?
Mm.
But 2 years made the difference.
Fuck. Honestly, I don't think like I would have done a lot of shit if COVID, like a lot of shit I did
Mm.
if COVID didn't happen. Like I felt like I would have been like a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. It made me you do different things, right?
Yeah, it really made me like think like a whole next way. Like I had to think
Outside the box.
No, it's not even that. It's just I had to think like further down the line. It's like fuck yo, like I take it at any moment. Like
Like anything can happen.
anything can happen, bro. Like
Yeah.
the last thing we would have thought is COVID would have stopped all
pandemic,
of
a
our
global
yeah,
pandemic,
Like,
yeah.
like the thing that like when it really hit me was during the second lockdown.
Mm.
Because that's when I started cutting and all that
Yeah.
again. I was like, fuck, I might as well just keep cutting and shit. And I was cutting in my boy's garage. Shout out Brian Matarang. That's my guy. That's my
Nice.
OG. But yeah, we were cutting in his garage in Whitby. And we were doing that for like the whole length of the lockdown. And we were doing pretty good. Like, even though his street, we're cutting right at the corner house where the main street is.
Yeah.
And then down the street is the police station.
Oh, fuck.
So there's always police coming
Yeah.
up and down. And like we had to park like our clients' cars in front of the house. So one day, I think there was we were cutting and then one of the camera, like he had camera set up, and then there was a bylaw officer outside of his crib. Like outside of his crib, and we were like fuck, we saw it, we turned off all the lights, turned off all the music. We told our clients, like, yo, just be quiet.
I was there.
Yo, he was walking around the
I
whole
was there, right?
yeah, yo, you were there, right? Holy
Oh, you got called by
fuck.
Josh?
Yeah, yo, he was there, and then like we turned off all the lights, and the guy was literally walking around the whole crib, and then it was just fuck. I was like, yo, like I would have never thought like cutting hair would have been like illegal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would have been penalized for trying to get my bread.
Yeah.
Yo, literally, fam. Like we were like after that we were too scared to even cut the rest of the day. We were like,
Yeah.
yeah, we were like, yo, just honestly like cancel all your guys, and it's like and just off it. Yo, we were so scared. Like, but that's when I really took it. And it's just like fuck, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like I would have thought barbering was job security. Like,
Yeah.
like everyone needs a haircut, but then at one point it's just like, yo, all that shit changes.
Yeah.
Because of like what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it's just like I really started to think further down the line. It's like, yo, I gotta stack my bread now because it's just like at any given point it could just be taken away from me, like
Yeah.
or just like whatever I had planned could just stop.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, all of us, like if it weren't for COVID, like we would all be in a different position.
Yeah, 100%. I
Yeah.
agree with that
You
too.
know what I mean? Like even opportunities would have been way like I feel like they would have been way easier because there's like now there's so many barriers when it comes to shit.
Yeah.
You know, especially with just COVID, and then now you have to deal with all the other shit that would have been there before.
Yeah, literally.
You know.
Like even Isaiah, like who would have thought he would have opened up a shop?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, middle of COVID.
Right.
During
During
COVID.
COVID, yo.
Shout out
Shout out
District.
Izzy, yo. Shout out
District.
District, yo.
Shout out District.
Shout out my team. They already know. But I think, yeah, like what DC said, like, yo, COVID really opened up all of our eyes. Like, kind of realized, like, yo, all these things can be taken away. And then also that, like, like for us, we're barbers, right? Like, we thought this would be essential, or we considered essential because, all the guys want haircuts weekly.
Yeah.
And then, like, for that to be taken away from us, that's super tough because that's our livelihood. And a lot of people's livelihoods were, like, taken away from them. But, like, for me, it was just, like, I don't know, like, something during COVID was, like, yo, just take a risk. And, like, I was like, yo, fuck it. I'll just open up a barber shop during COVID. It was kind of crazy, though, because my mom was super pissed. I signed the lease without her consent.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah. she was like, anong ginagawa mo, you know? Just cut off all the Filipino. But yeah, like, but for me, it was like, take a risk, and like, you know, it's become like a great blessing for me. So it was pretty chill, you know?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
It's been fun so far, working with these guys and the girls.
Nice.
How about you? How was like cutting during COVID for you?
I wasn't cutting during COVID. My mom wouldn't let me.
Oh,
Down.
yeah, I remember when you started cutting and then, like, I think someone like snitched on you.
Yeah. So yeah, basically.
Is that why?
Yeah. So I was cutting. After when things got a little bit better,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let me start cutting again, right? And then someone snitched on my house, and like like I forgot who called. My mom told me someone called and said like, this is a warning. If it happens again, you guys are getting fined.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah. So I wasn't allowed to.
Wasn't
cut,
my
yeah.
cousin allowed? I'll go press
No,
that.
no, I don't think so. Crazy, right?
No way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Forgot about that, to be honest. Yeah.
Holy
Oh my
crap.
God.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even now, I guess you guys were lucky for the last few weeks that personal care services were allowed to be open. But I know a lot of people who were who worked at gyms and
Yeah.
restaurant owners and people like that were pissed, and
yeah.
especially this time, it's like, why is this happening again? What
Again,
can you really
yeah.
do? None of these cases are really connected, so it's crazy. It's crazy that I guess EJ and myself weren't really affected like you guys. Remember last podcast we were talking about how I'm just able to chill and get my EI, and
Yeah.
Josh a little pissed about
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
but
Taking
You
my
know what?
CRV.
I know it's unfortunate how it was, but I guess now things are better and everything's good.
It didn't affect you?
I'm saying it
Yeah,
didn't
it
affect
did.
me because my how?
I swear.
Hell,
No,
you're
because
saying
remember,
AI.
you had a whole plan. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I guess in that sense. But I'm
Fraud.
talking about
A lot.
no, I'm talking about it didn't affect me in the sense that it didn't affect my job directly.
Yeah.
How it affected people's jobs,
Yeah.
like JP, like Josh, like Izzy.
Mhm.
So for me, well, actually, I wasn't even working, so it did not affect my job. I just didn't
Yo,
have
this
a
guy
job
chose
at the
not to
time.
work.
I
just
know.
chose not
my
to
God,
work.
I remember, I was like, yo,
So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm
But
not
think of how
going in.
crazy that
But
is. People chose not to work because they were making more money off
money,
EI than
yeah, right?
working. Yeah.
I fix up.
Yeah.
Toronto.
nah, it's the federal government. But you know what?
Fix up Toronto.
Take what you
This
can.
guy's a-
Yeah.
Fix up Toronto.
But you were working from home, so nothing changed in your life, I guess.
No, but like I was cheesed because like people were having fun, but they were making money. I had to work.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I was having a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're-
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
It's okay.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Nothing's changed.
He's still working from
He's
home.
still working from home.
Sleeping at 12.
Sleeping at 12.
Waking up at 9 p.m.
His shift's
Oh
done.
my God.
Yeah, but just to go on, to continue what Josh was saying, COVID did change a lot of different things, and especially now, I feel like I wouldn't have been as close with Josh and JP if
Yeah.
it wasn't for COVID. I guess I
That,
already
that's
was tight
that
with you
summer.
guys.
Yeah, that one
So,
summer.
That's how we got tight like that. We were here during those times.
Yeah.
We were talking in the group chats, and then when shit got loose, we just go out because we were together during
Yeah.
those tougher times, right? So it made it so much worth it, and also the connections I was able to make, people I was able to hit up. You know, it was a nice like reflective period. But
Yeah.
honestly, I'm done with it. Like I think we're all done with it.
Time for the normal life
Yeah,
again.
right. Time for everything to be normal. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone has their little COVID fatigue, right? What can you do now?
So, what do you guys think is the prime for like your life, like for a man's life in general, a girl's life in general?
Bro, I think
Wait, Prime is what?
Like
Prime is like your the best years of your life.
27 to 30.
Why?
I don't know. Mans around that age have like a beard and they look like
Well,
they look like they're doing
That's
well.
the
So
epitome of
you just need a beard.
That's your prime.
I'm
Dylan's in his
living
prime.
life.
Dylan's in his
I'm
prime.
off. I'm at the best part. Nothing can get fucking worse than this. I have a beard.
and a fresh fade.
Yeah, but nah. I was having this conversation with JP. I was talking to him about this like quite a lot, and I think 27 is when guys hit their prime. That's when you're supposed to have your career ready. You have a decent amount of money. You're at your physical peak, kind of. So I think that's the age,
Yeah.
and I think for girls it's like a little younger.
Yeah.
Girls,
Early
girls,
20s.
girls, yeah.
early 20s.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna. Actually, no. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything on it.
Don't want to get canceled.
No, I don't want to get canceled.
You
You
don't
know,
get
if I have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Take that out.
Edit that out. Scratch that.
Edit that out right now. But
Because I feel like
because you know when girls
girls are smarter than us. They figure things out faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the nice way to
they
say
just
it.
honestly, realistically, fam, they just mature quicker. Than
Yeah,
us.
they do. They do.
I think so too. So that's why.
Like,
But-
I didn't want to come up as an asshole.
No, you're fine. You're good.
But no, girls do mature quicker than guys. Like guys fucking don't
No,
care.
yeah.
No, what else is good too, or not necessarily good, but what's easier for girls is that they don't have the same societal pressure to be at a certain point of their life
Life
as
as
men
these
do.
guys do,
Other
yeah.
than I guess family issues like
Yeah.
having a kid and getting married, those are the only two main factors. But guys are expected to have this much money. They're expected to have a condo. They're expected to provide.
Yeah.
They're expected to have a sick car, and they're expected to have a good job at a certain point in their life,
Yeah.
which makes it a little harder for them. And I think by 27 to like 30, where EJ was saying, it's kind of the sweet spot where
Yeah.
even though it may necessarily not be like that for us,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be where you kind of know what you're doing, and girls don't really have to worry necessarily about that because
Yeah.
they can kind of figure it out.
Yeah. That's true.
And a lot of them do, right? You're saying they figure it out earlier, so yeah.
They got their shit together.
Yeah, and even I heard like men's brains finally develop once you're 25. Like you're the adult brain. Have you guys heard about that before?
I didn't hear about that.
I wonder
I
I'm
wonder
dumb.
why.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I'm
still.
shining right now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
That's when your
Not there
brain, a man's brain, fully develops. Apparently, I remember reading that somewhere.
Yeah, I remember there was a chart
Yeah.
that I was reading. I think like I said, I spoke to JP about it. There's like certain points where people peak, and I think 25 is when you're like the last time you were good with remembering names. 28, yeah, it's like things like that.
25? What
Like,
chart were you looking at?
No, like after
All the people I'm gonna know.
Yes, something like
I'm
that.
gonna remember.
It's like 28 is like your prime
Guys,
for like
26, you get
running.
Alzheimer's,
Like
apparently.
33 is like
Running?
to run a marathon. Like that's like your prime age.
What are you
28.
talking about?
So
No,
by
I'm
that
saying
age, you
things-
should be able to run.
No, that's like
Run
your
a full-
peak. Like you'll be like you could like
How long is the marathon?
what that has nothing to do with
You
anything.
die. It's until
No,
you
no,
die.
no, but then-
You're running a marathon
but then
until
it-
you die.
Then it's like 33 is like the last. These are things when after that age it makes it harder. Like you'll decline.
Also, it's like it's like an actual like
you'll
statistic.
peak. Yeah,
The
no,
easiest
this is
time to do it.
Yeah, the easiest
Easiest
time to
time
do it
to
like
do
by
it.
then, and it's
Yeah.
like 35 is the easiest time to learn like a language. Obviously, people do it, and you can
Yeah.
do things at whatever stage in your life. But these are just
But
like,
scientifically, it's easier.
yeah, I
to-
think that's what the chart said. And
Yeah.
then guys and girls vary significantly.
Definitely,
Girls are much earlier when they do things, right?
Yeah.
So that's why guys peak later and have their different, I guess, primes later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn.
That's what I think. I don't know, but
Shout
I
out to
could
the
be wrong.
girls that got it together.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Damn.
Must be nice.
You can
Yeah,
send,
yo.
you can send the
Nice.
chart though in the group chat later.
I have to find it, man.
I love
I'll
it.
send-
Statistics
no, I
Canada.
just-
CRA Canada.
Yeah, I was taking money from them. I have to learn somehow. But yo, that's crazy.
Nah, I don't know. Yeah, but if you're talking about someone's like peak, like probably like 27.
But did we even say an age for girls?
Like 20?
You guys said 27.
No, we're not 20.
Not 20.
20.
Early 20s.
Oh
20
my
is like
God,
still in
that girl-
college.
Like 24, 25, no?
No,
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
around
like
there.
just
I
around
say-
there.
I
Like
say
even
like
younger, like 23, 24.
23.
23.
23.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I
'Cause
don't know,
really,
very-
yo, realistically, they can just bag a sick guy, right?
And call it a day.
25. I'd say 25.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard for like a guy at 23. Like, if you're a guy and you're 23, no girl who's successful is gonna be like, look at this 23-year-old guy who has nothing. I'm not gonna go for him. You know?
100%.
Unconditional love.
I'm gonna look for the 27-year-old who has a condo,
Who has a condo
and,
and-
and a fucking
Foreign.
and a fucking foreign.
Yeah, 3 C's, fam. Career, condo, car. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Wow, the 3
C's,
C's.
yeah.
Wow.
Condo, car.
Three
3
that
C, 4
later.
C's.
How many
Condo,
C's do you
car,
have?
career, and cruise.
Cruise.
De La Cruz.
Oh no.
But yeah, yo, that's what makes it hard with peaking and primes and stuff. Dating scene's crazy here.
Yeah.
So weird and shit, bro.
You see,
Can't fall in love in
all
Toronto.
these, like when it comes to okay, let's say you're taking a girl on a date, like you're paying for everything. You're paying
Okay,
for everything,
yeah.
right? But like at one point, do you kind of like step back a little bit and you try to see, like, oh, you're gonna bless me one time, like.
Oh yeah. How do you guys go about your
How do
like
you go
first
about-
date
like, how do you
payments and
go
all
about
that?
First dates?
Like in general, like first, like let's say when do you start like seeing if she'll like,
Like
pay?
like
For me, after we actually start dating.
or once you'll pay
Yeah.
for all the dates until you're official.
Yeah.
Really? Oh wow.
Girls,
That's
yo.
just me, though.
Wow.
No, that's just me. Because, yo, at that point, you're going after that person, right?
That's true.
Necessarily.
Very
So
good
So you
point.
have to show your worth.
Very good point.
That's just-
Very
that's
good
just how I
point.
feel,
Wow,
right?
yo, girls. Where the girls at for
This
this
is
guy?
sick.
He's a good guy,
Tap
man.
in.
Buy stock now.
Nah, but yo, fam, that's what I'm saying, yo. I'm looking for Valentine's Day, I'm trying to.
Oh,
I got you.
Valentine's is coming up, yo.
Valentine's.
Yo, we should put Dylan on a blind date.
we should.
So one of your episodes. Yeah.
Blind date for Dylan.
Blind date for Yo, let's run that.
I'm
I'll do it. I'll come.
do
Blind
You do a blind
We'll
date?
blind
I'll
date?
do a blind date.
But
yeah.
like we'll actually find like
Yo,
some
fine,
blind
yeah.
Filipino.
like you're
like,
not or Sagittarius shorty won't be in front of you. I promise.
There's no Capricorns. I don't do it with Capricorns.
No,
I don't-
okay, these are the.
I-
These are,
I-
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
just joking.
Wow.
Capricorns, fam.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's That's crazy.
Sucks for you guys.
Nah, I'm
You
only
would've paid
kidding,
for
though.
all your
A lot of
dates.
shit.
I'm only kidding, but no, I'm with it. But yeah, no, I'm with it. I'm like whatever. I'm chilling. We're still young, right? I'm ready to have fun. I don't mind meeting people.
Right.
It'll be a good.
Like,
That'll be a fun.
Fine, we can
episode.
do it right here. I'll
Yeah.
keep me on a blindfolded. Have that person talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, man.
Or should we do one of those ones where like, so we'll find 3 girls, and like Dylan will ask each girl a question.
Oh, it's like
like,
that one
the
show.
show.
Fam,
Yeah.
This is all sounding like lovely and wonderful.
Yeah.
But are there 3 girls who are willing to
W.
meet me?
I'll be like, yo, you are about to go on a date with Forbes top 100.
30 under 30.
Scarborough's top 100.
Scarborough's top 100. Holy fuck.
Nah, yo, but I'm down. I'm down. No, that's cool, bro. And like, I just love people. So regardless of how it goes,
No.
I just like interacting with people.
That's it.
Yeah,
He's
bet,
gonna
bet.
make a friend out of
Not a friend.
at the end of the day.
A
At
friend.
the bare
Make
minimum.
At
At
least.
the bare minimum, he will walk out with 3 friends.
3 followers.
3
3
followers.
followers.
But yo, have you guys seen the cut videos and the Jubilee videos?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting,
they're
man.
fire.
Interesting, yeah.
They're sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'd be more than willing to do one. I think it's cool.
Bet. Okay, we'll get that
Set it
going.
up.
We'll get it going.
How's the Valentine's Day plans for you guys though?
I'm linking EJ.
Oh,
cute.
Yeah, if
Bro.
you guys didn't know, EJ and Izzy are kind of on the I'm joking.
Don't. I'm off limits right now. There's no.
I'm so dead.
He's focusing on himself.
Focusing on himself, guys. Yeah.
Isaiah, hit him up anytime.
Any time of day.
He's a business.
He's awake.
He's a business owner,
Hustler.
hustler,
Multi.
professional bettor,
Half Chinese,
half Chinese,
Filipino.
half Filipino,
I gotta celebrate.
God fearing.
God.
God-fearing.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
The big one.
Leader. He's a leader.
Leader.
A camp leader.
But yeah,
What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, what are you two?
What are you doing for Valentine's?
Yeah, what are you?
What
What am I doing?
JB?
I'm
What
pro-
is the CLB man?
Well,
certified lover boy.
well, me and Jen love going to Gyubi, so I'm gonna try to go to Gyubi.
yo, have you tried Shinta?
Oh yeah.
Which one's that?
Shinta's
The
so
other one.
good,
You've been to
bro.
Shinta?
I've never been.
Shinta's
there
the
yet.
other one. You have to go to that one, man.
Okay, maybe I'll go to Shinta for.
Try it. It's
yeah.
literally the same thing,
Yeah.
Wagyu.
but they have like a but okay,
That's an option.
those are optional menus. But I think it's like the meat's like probably around the same, but they have different stuff that Gyubi doesn't have. They have like takoyaki, shit like that. It's good, man. Ice cream, soft serve
Like McDonald's, like
Really?
for dessert, yeah.
Unlimited.
unlimited.
And they have these condensed milk buns.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Okay,
crack.
I guess I might go to Shinta then.
You
Yeah,
should. They have one
okay,
Richmond
yeah.
Hill, Young and Shepherd. You're good, man.
You guys want to
Go
go
to-
down Tuesday?
No.
Can't Tuesday.
Stay
Can't do
home.
something Tuesday.
Yeah, me too.
Stay
Tuesdays
home,
Tuesdays are my
man.
fun days.
Izzy, what are you doing?
Stay
for
home.
Valentine's
What are you
Day?
doing for Valentine's Day?
Bro, for Valentine's, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what my schedule is looking at, you know. Probably just
Fill
gonna
up his schedule. Just
Yeah,
Probably
fill
just
up.
gonna
Someone,
get the shop
someone
and
book with
go.
Izzy. Someone book with
Book with
Izzy.
Izzy.
Book a date with
You guys
Isaiah.
kill me. We'll see. We'll see what happens on February 14th.
Dylan, what are you saying?
Bro, I'm just trying to find something to do. Like,
He's gonna look.
I think I do it.
He's gonna get pretty no matter who he's with.
Yeah.
I see that too all the time. You
Nah,
know, for Valentine's Day, I'm gonna get pretty no matter who I'm with.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Bro, this is crazy though. This is my first Valentine's Day in like 4 years. Yeah, that I'm like not. I don't have
Wow.
anything. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah,
Oh wow.
that I haven't done something
Did you do something last year?
last year. Yeah,
Was that what thing?
yeah.
Yeah, it was
No.
a thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
And then the last few years before that, I was in a relationship, but now I'm chilling. Now I'm looking for something to do.
I was looking for a wife.
I was looking for another relationship.
Another one.
Another.
I'm chilling, bro.
Be you.
To the lucky
Nah, I'm
lady.
chilling. Honestly, I'm chilling and I'm seeing where things go. Like I have a completely different mindset how I used to approach things from who I was like last year. But yo, I'm just trying to have fun Valentine's Day, regardless what
Okay.
it
Oh,
is.
fun.
Fun.
Nah, I just mean like have a good time.
Trying to
honestly.
have a good time.
Have
Trying to have a good time. Someone show Dylan a good time on Valentine's Day.
I'll show you a good time about it.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Lock in.
Tap
lock
into
in.
the DMs. Dylan Sank
On Instagram.
on Instagram.
But yeah,
He'll
EJ,
show you a
you're
good
chilling?
time.
Every day is Valentine's Day.
Oh.
For myself.
Where's me?
Hashtag
What do you mean,
self-love.
for who?
Hashtag self-love.
For who?
Self love's
I
good,
love that.
man.
Self-care. Fuck with it.
Yeah, fun.
Love that, EJ.
No, I don't know. Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
guys.
Yeah,
it's a
man.
little cry. Yeah.
Nah, it's okay, yo.
It's okay.
We're good. We're
Yeah, we're
old.
chilling, we're
Yo, do
chilling.
you think like have you guys gone on dates during like COVID? Like during like
Not in like a few months.
Oh,
I've
Did
been
you find it
chilling,
harder
yeah.
to go on dates during?
Yeah,
COVID?
100%. Because where are you meeting people?
bro.
Midland and Finch.
Meeting them in the Finch parking lot.
Midland
At chat
and Finch.
time.
That's the only place, honestly.
Yeah, how like it's hard now because
It's
like
super
everything's closed, right?
Yeah, and we're also at that age where it's like you're not meeting people in school.
Yeah.
Clubs have been
Clubs are
closed,
closed,
kinda.
Yeah.
That's not your scene. Where you going? The only place to really meet someone now is through a mutual friend.
Meet your friend or like
Like
on the dating apps
online
Yeah,
dating.
dating apps,
Yeah.
yeah. Or like
or work, but like that's very
Oh, yeah.
rare.
That's
Yeah.
super weird.
Yeah.
All in on
it
IG.
must be I even tell them, yeah, I mean, yeah, those are the only other options, right? Then you go on social media, but
Yeah, it's true. It's like where do you meet someone nowadays? Yeah.
but yeah, it must be hard. I guess you guys don't have to worry, but
Yeah, I don't.
Isaiah, like he's cutting guys' hairs, right, all the time. No, I mean it's tougher as like a male barber. You're cutting
Yeah,
males.
you
for
don't really see
artists,
females
right?
too much. Yeah.
You don't have like
Yeah, I seen a Instagram story where a guy like so for his job he has to get like the name and number for people for like the COVID protocols.
yeah.
Right? And, apparently he asked this one girl for her number and the girl's like no, but he's like it's for my job. He got curved. She thought it was doing.
Doing his job.
That's man.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Where'd you meet the girl that you went on a date with?
Who are you talking to?
To be honest,
I was like,
Oh, I was
The whole
like,
time?
whoa. I
Oh,
was like, whoa.
it's on one of the apps.
Ooh.
what? Which one?
Oh.
I don't like. No, it wasn't
Doing
that one.
numbers?
It was a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, but
You
like.
see him on Hinge or Bumble. You
Yeah, I
swipe
don't.
that.
I don't
Swipe
do
right.
those no more. That
Oh,
was-
he's
that was
he's
a
out.
long
He's,
time ago.
he's off the app.
Beautiful beard on your Tinder or Hinge,
Swipe that.
swipe that.
Yeah, but I've been off those apps for a while. You know, that was like a last year thing.
What a
and
liar.
I swear. Yo, you go with my phone right now.
Your phone's so far,
It's over there. But yeah, no, I've been on like I don't use those apps anymore. And I was using it like peak COVID because that's when you actually couldn't meet people.
Yeah.
But now last year or so, nothing really changed that much in my life at least.
Mm.
So I haven't had to worry. But I can't find new people. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. It's hard to find.
It's
new
hard.
People.
It's hard. Yeah, if you're especially in the same circle. Yeah.
It's easy to reconnect, like
Yeah.
find old people, like
Mm.
run into like different people,
But
but,
don't you
not
find
new
that?
people.
Don't you find that blessed though? Because like now you really like you're not gonna holler at random girls. You're
Yeah.
gonna if anything you're gonna holler at people you already know and like kind of have a
Foundation.
But like, I feel
Yeah,
like
nah,
you,
but-
you have more to risk when it's like people you already know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, but it's also tougher because like you built that relationship with them. Now you have to
You
try
built
to
it as a
break it.
friendship. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you get out of the queer zone and all that.
But yeah, y'all, that's how you got. Also, you can't be like too friendly. You know, I'm just like
Yeah, you have
super-
to put your intentions.
be my
like,
friend
yeah.
forever.
Asshole.
And I've like closed a lot of doors, but
Yeah.
whatever. That's life.
That's true.
You're literally my best friend.
Yeah, for life.
For life. 4L.
4L.
That's the thing. Do you let's say if you're in the friend zone, do you think you can get out?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Very possible.
Very possible.
Very
You guys got that in the
No,
back?
no. I think there has to have been like intentions by one person.
From
Like,
the
someone
start.
would have had
from
to
the
have
start.
thought of it. Yeah.
From the start. Yeah.
Like if you start off as like friend, I think you can. It's super hard though.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Oh, you
but-
don't have it.
No,
eh?
you can. I've seen it.
Nah,
You've
I
seen it?
think
I've
you have
witnessed
to.
it.
I've
lived it. He's
witnessed
lived it.
You're living
Witnessed
testimony.
Nah, I think it can happen, but I think it's really hard.
Yeah. It's
I'm-
true. Yeah.
Like also, because that's the thing too. Like when if you guys are friends, it's just like
Keep
fuck
looking
yo.
at me.
If you start like really, like kind of getting to that kind of level of a relationship, it's just like fuck. Like there's any point you could fuck it up or they could fuck it up,
Yeah.
and then that fucks up your whole friendship.
But I think it's different now because we should be at the point of our life where we're old enough to where it shouldn't be weird, even though it does end up being like that because
Yeah.
people are still immature.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing. Is
long
it,
past
do you
that.
believe that people can stay friends? Like
Yeah.
After?
Yeah.
After a
Like-
relationship?
oh,
I think
like,
like
break
a
up?
certain level of friendship. You can't be
Yeah.
like best friends anymore. I don't think
But I
so.
think if you were friends before dating, you can stay friends with that person.
Yeah.
fair enough.
If you
Yeah,
meet
that's
someone,
fair.
you date them, and you break up, being friends with them is nothing because you had your initial interaction with them is romantic. How are you gonna keep a friendship after that? You didn't have that friendship before, right? You have to build something new. If you date someone who was your friend, you just rebuild and like try to fix what you already had, right? And that's what I think. But it's tough. It's tough regardless in any situation.
Yeah.
Just getting out of the friend zone, fixing relationships, fixing friendships, like just different now. And we're at the point of our lives where we're old. Like these things are weird now. Not kids,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's all laughing, bro.
Nothing.
It's been some real shit.
I know you are. I know you are. I know you
I'm kidding
are.
though.
I hear you.
But yo, it's just crazy to see. I think now at the end of the day, I just come home and I don't know why I've seen a lot of this shit on Instagram, but a lot of people, you know, they're showing their gratitude. They're posting videos.
Yeah.
They're, a lot of my friends tell me they wake up at 5, 6 a.m., meditate, say
Oh,
3 things they're
wow.
grateful for. And I'm like, yo, is this a trend? Like, there's no way you care that much, right?
Yeah.
But then in my head, I'm like, wow, this is kind of like a thing that people So inconsiderate.
What is that? I was like, what is that?
But
He's gonna pull out more food.
just seeing how I was at least 2 years ago, it's so crazy to see where I think I will be in the future.
Yeah.
Because what I thought I wanted a year ago is completely different from what I wanted now.
Yeah.
And just seeing who I am now is completely different than who I was before. And I don't know if that's credited to COVID. I guess a large part is. But I think I've also just changed as I've got older.
Yeah.
And we're also getting to our mid-20s, right? We're at
Yeah.
an age where we're not old, but we're not kids.
Kids anymore, exactly. Yeah. Like we're adults now.
Like
for
things
real.
actually matter. Because when you're 21, 22, you can still pull off shit, get away with it.
Yeah.
22.
But now we're 25, 26, getting to 27,
Yeah.
right? We're getting to that prime age,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, oh shit.
Like I want to be in my prime. I want to get things like I want to be set,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or not necessarily set, but you just know.
more comfortable.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Like you don't want to be worrying about things as much.
Exactly that.
Yeah. I feel that.
That's why it's scary, right? It's scary. Isaiah opened up barbershops, a lot of scares, right?
When they talk about my age, I was like, holy shit.
Bro, you're not that old. You guys are only a couple years older than us. Not even.
But
Yeah,
take it,
like all
even
them
in the
things,
like
like when you're
grand
like
scheme of
20s.
things, we're still really young, you know. Because like nowadays, most people live to what, like 80, 90,
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
right? Like God willing, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like taking like I think it was like Colonel Sanders who got successful at the age of like 67, right?
Mm.
Oh,
Warren
yeah,
Buffett.
Yeah, like there's a
making
lot
their
of people.
billions later
Yeah,
on. Yeah, that's why everyone has different clocks, and
exactly.
we
yeah.
shouldn't really compare our clock to somebody else's, right? Because
Yeah,
I'm saying 27 is people's prime, but we might be still far away, right?
yeah,
Someone
You
could hit their
rush-
prime. Yeah,
yo,
21.
literally, that's the thing. Because especially with what we were talking about when it comes to like expectations for guys, on like how we have to be like at
Put
a
the mic a
certain
little
point. It's just I feel like sometimes people
Closer
kind of
mic.
rush that. Like they try to have all that shit, and
Put
like
your mic
we're
a
all,
little
we're all,
closer.
oh like nah, like I said, people try to rush to like get to where someone else is, and like they could be like I was talking to JT about this because JT was like I feel like I should be here, and like I'm like yo, realistically fam, like you can't compare yourself to people who are older than you because they've been through A B C D E F G,
Like
you know,
they finished their story.
like
Yeah.
they've been through, like they've paid their dues.
Yeah.
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 And it's just like for us, it's just like we're so young trying to get to that point or kind of keep up where we kind of slow our progress down. And like we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? We're all
100%,
guilty
yeah.
of it. Like we all see the nice shit and we all want it.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
realistically,
We didn't put the work in yet.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like like I was talking to one of my friends about it, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm trying to go on vacation like next month." And I'm like, "Fam, fuck, we're in
We're in a
like,
pandemic.
we're in a pandemic, fam.
Yeah.
Like money is hard to come by right
Yeah.
now.
Money's tight right now.
Money's tight right now. Like you really have to save everything you're making right now, and like that's what I realized last year. Like coming into this year is just like, yo, I really have to like step up my savings. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like I'm spending like 50% of my pay on like whatever, and then paying my bills, and then like the rest is just like for me to kind of keep it. It just never like the amount I kind of want to stay never ends up staying, and
Yeah.
that's because we're doing all this shit. They
You're not
wanna go-
prioritizing.
Yeah, you know what I
things
mean.
right.
Like people want to go out and eat or like do this and do that. It's just like you're scared of like missing out,
Yeah,
and that's what I was saying. It's just, like, you kind of have to deal with like not getting FOMO.
yeah. You say no to things. Learn
Yeah.
when to say no.
Yeah, like literally, you know what I mean. Like if someone's going out to do something, like, realistically, you can do that any other day.
Yeah,
But and like what? The only thing is you're gonna miss out, and you're gonna hear them talk about it, and then
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Life moves on.
Well,
Shit
that's why
happens.
you just stay home. That's all you have to do.
Yes,
Just
EJ.
get
home.
COVID 3
Yeah.
times.
Get COVID. Stay home.
Stay home.
Fuck. If I had a PC setup, I'd stay home.
I'd love to stay home.
No cap.
I
If I
love
had a PC
But you gotta
setup,
go out and grind.
I had to go out, you know. But fuck. Yeah, man. Like I you can't rush that shit. You can't rush that shit for yourself. And that's what I was telling them, you know. It's just like we all have these people who are like way like doing things like buying condos or having nice whips and getting their life started and having all this money. It's just like, yo, realistically, I need to work my way to get there. Like I can't
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, you know, like all this money's not just gonna appear
Appear out of
my-
nowhere, yeah.
appear out of nowhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah.
But I think also like to add on to that is like it's like self gratification, you know. Like I told me and EG were talking about this. Is like so many people our age that are still like not behind, but they're like they feel like they're behind because for instance like people. So like my cousin we were talking. It's like like
point the mic towards you. Thank you.
You know like
Yeah.
I opened up a business and they're like yo like you have it all now and stuff blah blah blah. But I'm like yo there's people who are my age down the line that are gonna be so much more successful because
Yeah.
they're still building on it. Like
Exactly.
doctors who still have to do schooling for so long. Engineers who are like just trying to figure out like their field, their job.
But also in the same way, like you say all that, but you yourself are doing the same thing. You've
You're
already
putting,
you're
putting the
literally-
building blocks.
Yeah, you've like that's the first step, bro. Like
Yeah.
you like just imagine them going to school some of those guys don't get job opportunities until they're done school.
Done school.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
You have your shop right now, and you're literally building that as we speak. Every day you're gonna generate more money, and you're gonna get more, you're gonna get more clients, and it's just like by the time they're done school, just imagine where your shop will be, fam.
Yeah.
Like that's like 5 years. Like doctor school or medical school is not quick.
Yeah. It's not,
You know what I mean? So like that's why you gotta give yourself some credit too.
yeah.
It's like you're going out there and you're doing your thing while people like they're doing their thing as well.
Yeah.
But at least you can build your business and build your brand as of right now.
I think.
No, sorry, you can go first.
Oh yeah, like no, the way I viewed that too is like for me, I felt like I didn't fully pay all the dues like I needed to be at this point, because like I looked at you guys, you know, like I tell you guys all the time, how you guys like pushed me and stuff, and I was like, yo, what the hell, like yo, these guys paid their dues so long, they've worked so hard, they've gone through a lot of shit, and you know, like you know, like at this point, you know, where you guys are now, it's like it's crazy. So like for me, it's like yo, I feel like I haven't paid anything, like I haven't done anything yet, and like I'm here now, like thankfully I'm here now, you
Yeah.
know, like. So I don't know. For me, it's just.
I think you paid your dues in it, like too though, is there? Because like you were working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
You were working a job and cutting, so like you paid your dues in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
I was like, what are you talking about, bro? You're like tired 24/7.
So I said, like,
Yeah,
yeah, bro. You work hard.
Yo,
Yeah, you work
paying them
hard.
right
when
now.
I was living at Izzy's, bro, I remember I would wake up at like 11 or 12 sometimes and get ready to go to work. And this guy just coming home from his first job, goes upstairs and naps for an hour, and then goes to the shop.
Yeah.
I'm like, and like, there's
Mr.
like days I have off, and I'm just at
Barbershop.
home, and I'm literally just hearing all this. I'm just seeing all this happen. Like he literally leaves so early in the morning, and then he would come home. I'd see him, say what's up, he go sleep or whatever, and then he's out the door again, and he's not back until like later in the night. I'm like, holy fuck, fam, like that's different, bro.
So you have to credit yourself, Isaiah. Like just because you think that you may not necessarily have paid your dues, other people see it, right? And
Yeah.
you're looking at other people saying, "Oh, like, look where they are," right? You just have to take a step back and be like, "Wow, like I've worked hard." Obviously, you want to work harder, you want to do more,
Yeah.
right? But you have to just take a step back and be like, "Wow, like I did a lot of this, and like I'm proud of myself."
Yeah.
But I think honestly, everything comes down to just not giving a fuck about what anybody else is
Thanks,
doing,
yeah,
and just worry about yourself,
yeah.
right? And I think that's where a lot of weight has been lifted off my shoulders. 'Cause I used to care a lot about how successful somebody was,
Yeah.
how well somebody was doing, what type of job they had. But I realized that I'm not them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like I have to focus on myself, focus about the people I care about,
Well,
focus about the people I love, and like just things will come if I work hard, right? But nothing
Yeah.
comes easy, so you have to work hard.
Yeah.
But just don't give a fuck about what anybody else says. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
or you're doing that, good for you, and it's inspiring that you're doing that and you did work hard. So I'm happy for you. But like honestly, like I have to figure out my own shit. So
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, yeah, I was just gonna say like, don't kill yourself, because like there's a point in time where there's always gonna be someone that's better at what they like, that's doing something better than you in what you do, and they're gonna be richer than you regardless. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like,
100%.
you gotta stop like comparing yourself to people. You gotta stop worrying about things that like don't even matter, or like
Yeah.
working towards things that like you can't take with you, and then just just if anything, what you're doing should gratify like that inner peace in yourself.
Exactly.
Like me, like anyone would say like, yeah, I want this, I want that in life. I want to have like a Benz, or like I want a nice house, right? Like yeah, like that'd be great. Like of course everyone would want that, but at the end of the day, like what I just want for myself is to be like, not say like use like, I would say like I want to be at like peace, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean like of course like I'm just like lackluster or like
Yeah.
wasting my life just like settling with what I have. But it's more of where like I have what I need, and like I'm okay with what I have. You know?
For now,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Be grateful for it
Exactly.
at that
be
time.
grateful. Like when Isaiah said that like he had dues that like he felt he still needed to be paid, people like also get it twisted where like like you should be like grateful and blessed to remember that you don't have to like work that hard to get where you were compared to other people.
Yeah.
But then like that part of that aspect where that's missing, you just give it to other people.
Yeah.
Like you pay your dues to other people. That's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Like fuck, you're a business owner, fam. Who can
Yeah.
say that?
yeah, a lot of people
Yeah.
can't say
A lot
that,
of people can't say
right?
that.
And 26, right?
You know,
Yeah.
25.
Chris
My
Boucher.
bad, I'm
here.
just looking by the years, you
Yeah.
know.
It's turning 26. Yeah. Happy Chinese New Year's, everybody.
Chinese
Happy
New Year.
Chinese New
All
Year.
the Chinese viewers watching
Shout
out
out
here.
to the ABGs, the ABCs.
Holy crap.
Yeah, no,
I'm expecting a
The
bunch of
Punjabis.
red
The Punjabis.
envelopes. Red envelopes is tips.
yeah.
No cap. Fuck. Okay, so with that being said, like, with everything we just said, like, where do you see like yourself by the end of the year? Like by the end of this year. I know we just started the
Yeah.
year, but it's just like, where would you want to be by December 2022?
Yeah, you
You
guys.
wanna go first? You can go
I
first. I
go
don't know.
first.
Yeah, go.
Like I said, what I was saying earlier, where I thought I was 2 years ago, especially at the beginning of the pandemic, and who I was completely different than who I am now, and I've had a lot of different new goals and different new things. Like I didn't know I'd go back into retail. Like I didn't be thinking I'd be working my new job, and I also didn't know I'd get into all these different hobbies and different things I like now. Like 2 years ago, I was like 190 pounds. I'm like shit. Like I'm just like eating. This is good. Like I'm happy with my job. I'm still in school. But then now, like I run like almost every day in the summer. I want to run a marathon in the fall. I would have never thought I would have done that even last year.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy to see the goals, right? It's crazy to see who we are and how much we've changed in these 2 years. So by the end of the year, hopefully, like one thing I want to do personally is be able to run in the the Waterfront Marathon.
Nice.
I want to be able to travel a little bit and like just honestly get physically fit, mentally fit, emotionally fit, and just be at the point in my life where I'm like, wow, I'm happy where I am at this point in my life. Not necessarily, oh, I wish I did more, but just at the end of the year, look back and be like, I'm happy.
You
what I
were
did this
satisfied
year.
with what you did.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like no regrets.
Because at the end of the day, like it's good to look in the future, it's good to plan, it's good to work hard, but you also have to take it day by day.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
yeah.
what is happening today,
that makes the
be-
future. Yeah.
yeah, it'll make your future. And also, you don't know what's happening tomorrow. Something crazy could happen,
Yeah,
and then
anything,
COVID could
yeah.
happen.
Anything.
So you gotta just take life as it comes and enjoy life in the moment.
Yeah.
Nothing's promised, right?
Yeah,
Nothing's
nothing.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can do all these things. Hoping I can travel, like I said. That's what I want to do. And just being like the best 24-year-old I could be, not the best like person I could be.
Yeah.
What about you, JP?
For me, this year, like I want to travel a lot this year, and I'm going to Vegas next week, so that's it'll be fun. And I want to, like, for me, I said it on the last podcast, be more consistent with everything. So like, I recorded a podcast episode a few weeks ago. I'm recording this one with you guys today, so like, I'm on track right now. I've been working out slowly right now, and the gyms are back to open. So like, trying to get like back to like my like peak, my last peak physique. I want to get back to that again, because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm happy with the weight I am, because I was always insecure about that. Like it was always too low, and like now I'm like I did a successful bulk for the first time.
good.
Yeah.
Nice.
And want to learn how to cook more and eat
Yeah, that's
healthier.
Yeah.
And just more photography, more videography, and like shout out to Izzy. This guy put me on a job helping him shoot a video.
I can't wait to see that video.
And also like I felt like last year I lacked on a few relationships with people. Like I didn't see you guys as much, right? And I didn't see some of my other friends as much, and I felt bad. I felt like I was being a bad friend.
Don't worry, don't ever feel like that.
You're doing your thing,
invest,
bro.
invest
Never
into
that.
more low maintenance friendships. Cause, like,
Yes,
I
'cause
can
we-
so-
We are so low
I
maintenance.
so low maintenance. Bro, I can see you like I wouldn't even see you in a year, and I'd say like, yo, what's up?
Okay, but
Nothing's changed.
to be fair, life is easier, like in that sense, for guys to maintain relationships. It doesn't, because we don't really care at surface level.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We know JP's not dissing us, right?
Yeah.
We're not like, fuck, bro. Like, look at this
Yeah.
guy. Well, where is he? Like, he doesn't rate
Yeah.
us. Because we're also at a point where we're
That's how
grown.
DCS to me,
Yeah, fuck EJ, fuck that
This guy
guy.
hates me, bro. He's
Yeah,
like,
bro. He
Yeah,
doesn't.
but-
I FaceTime him and he doesn't answer, but he someone else FaceTimes him and he answers. Like,
You
fuck.
try to
Yeah.
FaceTime him where he Snapchats
It's
you.
Yeah.
It's easy for
Oh,
guys.
yo, that shit pisses me off too. Fuck.
Yeah, go.
But no, I think it's just easy for guys. Like, we don't have to
That's
worry.
true,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
I,
We don't
girls,
really
it's
care.
tougher for girls.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
But I think I'm just trying to show like everyone who I love that I love them more. You know.
Appreciate
You did that
that.
already
Yeah.
a long time
We
ago.
did that.
And we know that, bro. No,
I'm just
nothing
trying to show
changes.
it more, you
Get out of my
know?
life.
Appreciate it.
Of
Okay,
course,
joking,
of course.
joking.
How about you guys? What do you want to be by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, honestly, like how I look at it is, I just don't want to be where I was at the beginning of the year. Like, you know what I mean? Like every year since COVID.
I feel like it's been the
Actually,
same.
no. Every year since, to be honest, since I started cutting hair, like that's how I really looked at life.
Mm.
I was just like, yo, where was I where was I even a couple months ago, or where was I like a whole year ago? And it's just like, where am I now?
Mm.
And that's how you kind of push it. That's how I push it into perspective for myself. It's just like, yo, like, what do you call it? Last year I was fucking. I don't even know what was I doing last year? Oh, we were in lockdown.
Yeah,
We were in lockdown. Oh, fuck. That was a rough time. Money was tight. I wasn't getting, like, I just found out I couldn't get CRB. Like, they cut off my CRB, so I had to start cutting hair, like, fucking during lockdown. So,
Yeah.
and then, like, to look at where I am right now, it's just, like, shops are still open. So I'm at least able to cut, and I'm making
Yeah.
the most of that time. So, realistically, I just want to stick to my grind and get better at always. Like, work on my consistency with things when it comes to like family too. Like that's a big one.
Yeah.
For me. Like I felt like last year I really didn't like even the last 2 years I didn't really give a lot of attention to certain like relationships like you said, but mine was specifically family. So for me, I was really away from my family a lot. Like I was so busy, I'm just trying to like figure shit out, and what the fuck am I gonna do during this this lockdown? I can't cut. And when I started cutting again, I just literally ran with it, and I kind of left my family in the dust.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would work every fucking day, literally every day. I remember that I was working every fucking day, and I gave no time to my family. Like I would come home dumb late, and like I knew it fucked with my mom especially.
Yeah.
And she would always page me on it, but I kind of ignored it and I just played it off, and then eventually it kind of boiled up into like some big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like when all that shit happened, like in the summer, it kind of made me realize like, yo, you know what? Like I've been really unfair to like the people who have always loved me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like for me, I really took it all in at the end of the year. It's just like you can't really get too lost in your grind.
Yeah.
You can't, because
There's things more to life than work.
yeah, there's more to life than work. But for me at the time, I was just so focused on trying to figure out my life.
Yeah.
And there was like relationships that really like suffered during that time of me trying to figure my shit out. And like all I can do really right now is just try to be better. So by the end of the year, hopefully, like I've kind of dedicated more time to everyone evenly.
Nice,
like
nice.
I'm there in my family life. I'm there at work, and I'm there with like my friends and my loved ones.
Yeah.
And then also, of course, I'm just trying to save more money.
Yeah.
Like save more money. Like actually, like properly save money this year, because last year, it was kind of just weird. You would work, and then all of a sudden you were locked down for a little bit,
I feel that.
and then you kind of have to spend your bread on unnecessary expenses.
Yeah.
So yeah, like just be in a better position than I was at the beginning of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You.
There goes you. What?
I think for me, I think it's very similar to you. I feel like just like the past 2 years of COVID, like even though like I was inside with my mom a lot because like you're just staying at home, and like had to like take care of her because she as she's getting older, and like she's having a lot of health complications. Like it's just like even if with all that problems and me knowing that about my mom, it's more or less like I didn't make time for her, or like I didn't take care of her the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest step I'd like to take this year in terms of making more time for her, doing the best I can, being the best person I can be for her, and then just making more quality time, because like that's the biggest thing for me too, is like just having quality time with like not just her but like you guys as well, and like my shop and my friends. So I think that's the one thing this year I want to do, is like just have more experiences with everyone, like you, like equally. And also I feel like it's kind of like I want to work not as hard this year.
Yeah.
Like maybe
it's fair. It's fair.
I know what I mean. Isaiah works
Yeah.
too hard.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to work less hard.
Yeah.
I just want to work a bit like less.
So you can rest.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
could sleep a bit, just
Yeah.
chill, kick it up, and just chill with you guys and chill with all my loved ones and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure.
But yeah, that's mine.
Nice. You,
Where do
EJ?
you see yourself? Yeah, I did. I was first, man.
Went
Yeah.
first.
I forgot.
Where do you want to see yourself by the end of the year?
I don't even know, man.
Out of
I actually
bed.
don't even know.
Out of bed.
In my bed.
Out of
At
bed.
home.
Out of bed.
Nah, but like, I don't want to like say something just to like
Jinx it.
set, like to jinx it and like just set that standard for me that I have to be there by the end of the year.
But it's good. It's good to
yeah,
do
like,
that.
no, of course it's good to like
Yeah.
motivate and set like aspirations for yourself, of course. But like fine. Like if anything, of course I want to be somewhere
Better.
Not in bed.
than where I was last year. Yeah, great. But like I just hope at that time wherever I am, like at least like I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I don't want to get it twisted and like maybe like start a new project or just do something more in a sense for me, not necessarily like a material goal. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like okay, obviously saving money too. If anything, that's nice. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Very nice.
Just
Very nice.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very fair.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But taking like how fast time's flying, it's like I still can't believe it's
I still
2022.
remember
Bro,
what I was like.
100%.
I still remember the year of 2019.
Yeah, yo,
At the
literally.
back of my head.
The Raptors won and nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same.
No cap. No,
Oh,
that's-
yeah, for me, like at the end of every day, I just go home sometimes, And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy how. I'm like, just thinking how crazy life is.
Life
now.
is very crazy.
Bro,
though.
2 years ago,
Life-
I wouldn't have been like, wow, life's crazy, because it's just same thing we were doing last few
Mm.
years, like last however many years right before.
Yeah.
Now everything is kind of
Crazy.
yeah, to say it easily crazy, but you just like look at things a little more. You take the
Yeah.
you count the days count more, right?
Yeah,
They
I feel
matter
that. I
more.
feel they matter more.
So
Yeah.
now, and that's why, especially, you really think where you want to be, what you want to do, right? I guess people were doing that before, but not as much. Everything's kind of on a spotlight now because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
So it's given us a lot of time to reflect, and long 2 years, but also crazy that it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I go home, and it's like, yo, it's crazy.
No.
Never in my lifetime I'd expect the freaking pandemic, bro.
Who
Yeah.
thought?
Like no
Yeah.
one thought this,
The
bro.
pandemic.
I thought CP24 was capping.
Yeah, usually do.
Yo, trust me. Do you ever ask yourself, like, if COVID didn't happen, like, where would you be?
Just deja vu. I swear.
Yeah.
That's where you asked the question.
That was some
We
Mandela
did?
effect, crowd.
I'm just high then.
But yeah, no, I think. Yeah, no, I'm happy it happened. To be honest,
No, I am too.
you're not. Oh, I think you're not.
I am, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Fuck,
It was like
I thought we didn't discuss it already, but apparently we did.
No, I think if like what's it called? If COVID didn't happen, I feel like life would be like so much faster, and like we probably wouldn't like.
It slowed things down. It
Yeah,
really did
yeah,
slow
it-
things
like,
down.
Yeah, and then like we wouldn't like know ourselves.
As much.
As
We
much,
didn't.
yeah.
We didn't get that
Yeah.
reflection time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel
The
that.
time to ourselves and shit.
But that's only one thing like I don't mind about COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aside, but of course, like there's a lot of fuck shit that it brought too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. No.
Okay.
No.
Bro, it's actually been fucking. Oh no, it's only. How? I think it's been 44 minutes actually.
That's long.
Oh, what?
That's surprising, right?
Long.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I guess. Oh really? Okay, I guess we'll
Alright,
cut it
yeah.
at this point now. So thank you guys for watching. It's been the Burger Boys, the full time.
Actually, not
Oh,
yet.
actually,
we need
we
Miggy.
need Miggy, yeah.
Miguel.
Shout out
Miguel.
Miguel.
We'll
You
get him next
fucking
time.
lazy
That
fuck.
lazy fuck.
We'll get him next time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
We'll
yeah,
force him to
you guys want to say anything before we leave off?
Wait,
I'm
Any-
tired.
as always.
Always tired from.
Always tired.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say, be grateful for the moment. Enjoy life as it comes, and tell the people you care about that you love them.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Dylan single. But no, but yo, shout out
everyone.
JP.
Don't cancel us.
Please.
Shout out JP for hosting us today.
Shout out
Thank you guys for being on
JP.
here.
Thank
Thank you guys for being on
Of
here.
course, of
Hosting us on this
course.
podcast.
No.
Yeah. All
Just
all
love yourself. Love yourself. Fall in love with yourself.
Fall in
Jeez,
love.
Follow me.
jeez.
Fall in love with yourself
Valentine's Day
before
to
you fall in love with Dylan Sank.
Love yourself before you love
Love
Dylan.
yourself.
Yeah, just thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone. Much love always, and
Yes, sir.
till next time.
My ass hurts. Holy fuck.